New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also, you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you.
Tour called The Kings of Comedy. And if for all of you who know, The Kings of Comedy was Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, D.L. Hughley, and Bernie Mac. But they decided that they needed to have the Queens of Comedy, which was Monique, Samora, Adele Givens, and Laura Hayes. I have been offered a position in the Queens of Comedy, and I turned it down because I wanted to know the details of the deal. And, you know, as comics, Aisha,
Yes.
you know, you want to know the details of the deal. Are you being put in a position where you're not getting paid enough? So I was
A lot of times they're funny with their money.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, go on, and that's right. So I was like, go on, do your thing. Fabulous. So the Queens of Comedy end up making a concert film. So they became very, very successful. So I got an opportunity. The producer, Walter Latham, called me and said, there might be an opportunity for you to work with these ladies. So I'm thinking, here's my second chance. It's a great opportunity. I respect these women. There's a conference call. So in my enthusiasm, and I want to be punctual, I dial into this conference call, and what I hear is, and Monique is not on this call, I hear Samora, Adele Givens, and Laura Hayes talking about me. I hear discussions about my appearance. I hear discussions about my ability. Why is she going to be a part? What do we need her for? And this is my recollection of this call. And I was startled and hurt. Yeah. I stayed on all of the call with my phone on mute, but I thought, take notes.
Yeah.
Listen, because rarely would we hear someone talking about us and saying what they truly feel about us.
Now, this is something that I talk about pretty frequent when it comes to the Black community, when it comes to, things that we need to look after, when it comes to things that we need to talk about and bring to the light, right? I've talked about this dealing with Black men, and I've especially talked about this dealing with Black women. And, the main thing that tends to take place is me as a Black man, if I happen to point out a lot of these things, which I will point out due to the fact of me, loving and appreciating and valuing Black women, and also by way of the fact of the Black women I've had in my life. And I was able to see a lot of these things that Miss Underwood is clearly talking about. I've seen these things transpire in either family, by way of friends, or by other women and girls that are within the Black community. And the main thing that I always ask is, where is the love between Black women? Where is that sisterhood? Where is that value? Where is that honor? Where is that if I see you down, I'm going to pick you up? Where is all of that? Because what she clearly stated was the fact that, other Black women wanted to critique, specifically what she could bring to the table. If she had enough, material, if she was potentially funny enough, if people are going to, really like her, if she's going to really be able to put butts in the seats, right? They did a compare and contrast, right? And then they wanted to talk about her looks and different things like that. Like I said before, that all comes and stems from a deep rooted hatred, right? And a lot of people, if we're being honest, some women will also state that these are things that has taken place either by way of family, meaning a mother and a daughter, or a sister and a sister, or an aunt and that girl, or however that works out, or between friends or a best friend, or by other Black women whom they don't even know. And like I stated before in other videos, these are things that I have seen transpire even while I'm, working where if you got black women that have been at a job for a certain amount of time, they're completely fine and comfortable, right? They're used to the guys trying to hit on them, and they're used to turning those guys down and, getting their way and all this other stuff, right? They're used to all of that, right? But then once a new black woman shows up to the scene, now all of those women who might have had some, in-house fighting and disagreements, now all of them are on the same team because they see a common enemy and a common threat. And now they want to turn all of that energy, divert all of that energy and focus it directly onto the brand new woman that is there on the scene because they feel that, their comfortability is now threatened. Like I said before, that's something that a lot of black women, I'm sorry, need to really check, and they need to talk about and bring to the light, because it makes no sense that you have such beautiful and very awesome, successful black women who decide that they want to team up on this one woman, and they want to question the type of value that she has, what she could potentially bring to the tour. They want to talk about her looks. They're doing everything to tear her down and nothing to lift her up. That's a shame. And then that also further goes to show that there really is no, in a sense, type of love when it comes to black women looking at other black women. Now, yes, this is a generalization, which I do quite often, but it serves the purpose because this is something, as I stated before, that needs to get looked at, because you can't allow a problem like this to persist amongst black women, because all that's going to do is trickle down to the little girls, to the young women growing up. So as soon as they start seeing that the older women are acting like this, they're like, oh, well, it's fine for me to sit up there and do this because I saw such and such doing it. It's fine for me to cut off such and such at the feet because I saw another black woman doing it. It's fine for me to sit up there and talk about the way that this black woman looks because, older black women that came before me were already sitting up there doing it. So I don't see what the problem is, right? And because this type of behavior is so normalized, it doesn't get checked. It's just left to be what it is, which is toxic. This is, for all intents and purposes, toxic femininity. That's what that is. You got women being toxic towards other women. More specifically, you got black women being toxic towards another black woman. And knowing the fact that all of them, right, have gone through all of those trials. They've more than likely had to have inappropriate things happen, such as like a casting couch, or men in higher up positions saying inappropriate things, or trying to insinuate certain things so that they can get more money, extra 15 minutes of fame, and all this other stuff. Knowing the fact of how hard it is to be a black woman on earth, on top of being a black woman in America. Then on top of that, being a successful black woman and being good at what it is that you do. Having all of that, why would you then decide that it is okay to be in a group and come at another black woman who is just trying to make it just as you have? You opened up doors for other black women. But then once it's time to allow those black women to come through, now you want to be gatekeepers. Now you want to sit up there and start putting up that velvet rope. Now you want to pick and choose who you feel should be there. That's crazy. That's 100% crazy. And like I said, much love and appreciation to Miss Underwood, because, you know, she's on a whole different type of time and a whole different type of energy. The type of energy that she is on is something that it takes for you to reach your 60s and your 70s, right? In order to actually get that type of wisdom and knowledge. That's what comes from understanding and learning about yourself. And then within that, from learning about yourself, that self knowledge, that self love, and that understanding all together, then that will help you learn about other people. And you will know where a lot of that energy, or where a lot of that mentality, where a lot of that thought process resides, and where it comes from and where it stems from. And she was able to sit back, take a breath, and she looked, and she saw where all of these women were. She saw what all these women were sitting up there doing. And at the end of the day, she stated that no matter what happened and how it happened, I still love these women. These women are still my sisters. I'm going to remember what took place, but I'm not going to do what they tried to do to me. So she stated later on in the video that, she ended up working with a multitude of those women. And she ended up meeting, one of the other women that were, talking with her. She stated at the end of the day, I thank them because all that did was help me get to where I am at this moment in time. And this is where I was supposed to be. The type of heart and the type of wisdom Miss Underwood has, you can't buy that. That's not something that, you can just find, tripping over a rock. That's going through a lot of things in life, especially dealing with yourself and your own internal demons. That's facing a lot of obstacles. That's facing your greatest enemy, which is you, and winning. That's clearly what she basically showed. And like I said, much love and, appreciation to her. I'm proud of her. Coming from black men, I'm very proud of her. I love her a lot. I appreciate every single thing that she said right there. And I'm very much hoping that this video will, in a sense, highlight that. And it will also speak volumes to other women who more than likely go through the exact same thing that she has gone through, if not worse, while trying to move through and navigate through life. Right. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video, and if you yourself have gone through this exact same thing, if not worse, in the comment description below. And maybe, I might happen to do a live stream where I have a panel of women and you guys can, potentially talk about it. If you are interested in that, let me know about that in the comment description below. But anyways, as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.